It's not about ego, it's not about sex, it's not about lust, it's not about shocking you. It's about rain on my eyelashes, bubblegum flavor coating the inside of my mouth. It's about the wicked thing, that electric key, all those angry, stinging bumblebees. It's about those words, those feelings that transform and transfix. It's about love. I had been seeing this guy for a while. It was unlabeled, kind of like scanning a box of cereal and it comes back, item not found. You know what it is, but there's just this glitch. I was 17 and I said that I was 18. I figured adding a year would make no difference, but at the same time it would make me seem more, I don't know, worldly, more desirable. He was 3 years older. This was different. This felt different. I found it so easy to talk to this guy, to tell him everything. Maybe it was age, lack of experience, lack of being worldly, not knowing that books on dating, books on the topic of how to land the man would all say, you know what? Leave a little mystery. Only share the good things, the good parts of yourself. Be the person you think they want. F that. I wanted to share it all. I wanted to lay it all on the table. And it was okay to do that. No, it was really okay to do that. He had this short-cut dark hair and eyes that matched. I loved the weight of his arm around me, holding me. I felt as though I were melting like molten iron. He was the first man I ever loved. He was the first, and he is the one that I judge everyone on. I knew from the moment that I saw him that this was going to be someone that I would love. Someone that would take a pickaxe to my world, shattering it and leaving me somehow changed, but in all the best possible ways. That first night we met, we stayed up until 3 just talking. Sometimes I can be a lot to take. I have found that those who find it hard to take me at times are not worth any of me or my time. I don't have to be anyone's guilty pleasure. It's kind of like a backhanded compliment. It's thank you, F you too. And there were feelings there that were returned. History and hurt makes it difficult to reach your hand into the dark and pull out a name to reach your hand into the dark and see what grabs back. Sometimes in self-doubting moments, I wondered if he even loved me at all. Sometimes I felt silly, I felt stupid, you know, that negative self-talk, that living in your head type of BS. When we did meet for walks, for coffee, for movies, for just exchanges of breath and energy, it was doubtless. You know when you kiss someone and you close your eyes, have that moment where everything just goes dark and then suddenly you can physically feel all of these chemicals being released, traveling through your body. You move through time and space and you see those fireworks. You are chemistry. You know in that moment that you are love. I learned to guard my heart at a youngish age. I learned as I grew up to be careful when exchanging or let alone declaring those 4 magical letters, that one magical word. Those words, those ideas, I thought it would make me weak, but I felt them and I knew even though the cereal wasn't scanning, even though there wasn't a label, I had these fireworks in my chest, these butterflies, these feelings, all these new and different feelings. I felt charged. I felt electric, like a wave of electricity had washed over me, tingling, a buzzing, a humming, a click, click, click. I just couldn't get away from these feelings. Feeling compelled, I called him one night to tell him all of these things. A kind of, here it is type thing. I gathered all of my courage and I dialed. He didn't answer. Voicemail, answering machine. I hung up and decided I would call back. As I waited, I didn't want to lose my courage. I wanted to say it in person. I really wanted to say it in person, to look at him in the eye. But I didn't want to lose my courage. I didn't want to suddenly have time take away my desire to risk being hurt and rejected. I called him back and left it all on his answering machine.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
What will be, will be. He called me back the next day and we talked, and he said that he in fact did love me too. Time went on as it does, and history makes things difficult, as does being in two different places at once. Being young, being split, history, lights, maps, and the lack of lights and maps altogether. The world, the moon, and the stars just did not align perfectly that decade. It was never named, hearts never broken. It just faded like a television show whose time slot changes at random intervals. Like fireworks after they have been lit, sparks, and then just a smoky trail, and then pick up your blanket, walk to the car, and drive. But it was real, and time went on ticking softly. Add one tally to my chest and watch it rise and fall. Last month he found me on Facebook, no message, just a friend request and a profile photo staring back. He looks the same. For a brief flash of a second, I felt the same. I still haven't accepted the friend request, although I will. You know, of course I will. I just need to wait. History, emotion, thought, ideas, and of course love. As soon as I click that button, I know I will feel 17 again, even if it's just to say hi. I never stop thinking about you, and I still love you in a historical type of way. I hope you have had a great life. Do you want to hear about mine? Let me tell you a story.